Hey, you don't expect me to read all of this.
I expect you to read it and I expect you to act on it.
Yeah, but look, I know all about domestic violence.
I'm sure you do. Within the Community Safety Unit, we do things this way. So from now on, you do things this way too.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to liaise with your housing officer, okay?
તમે બોલો છો મને કાંઈ સમજાતું નથી જે તમે બોલો છો ને એટલી બધી મુશ્કેલી છે મને તમારા મદદની જરૂર છે હું તમારા પાસે મદદ માટે આવી છું.
Look, I'll tell you what then. Even better, I'll speak to your son. All right?
મને મદદ કરો.
Yeah, thank you very much. Won't be long and I'll be in touch. Thanks, darling. What are you staring at? You? When did you get to CID? Very funny.
He's in CSU, not CID.
You're joking.
They're deploying him for his natural sensitivity.
Ha, bloody ha.
It's not just a river in Egypt, Des.
Hey?
Denial.
So what are these then? Your honeymoon photos?
Yep.
Edited or unedited?
Unedited and uninterested, if that's what you're after.
You should keep a record, you know. You're never going to get the same again. Not when you first meet and after your honeymoon and that.
Oh, like you'd know.
Look, you'll be getting it once or twice a week if she wants something. That's your future.
OK, I'll get something.
How's it going with that, Ben Judge?
You got a nerve asking me that, haven't you? You got my key witness put in intensive care. That closes things right down.
Hey, hang on a minute. It wasn't my fault that Barry Kennedy couldn't keep his mouth shut. You can't blame me for that.
Huh? It was you that fired him up. It was you that got a slap when you got involved, wasn't it? Why don't you just back off, eh, Des?
Well, maybe I would do if I knew it was getting investigated properly.
Are you deaf?
Listen, it's not right that the DCI and that judge are like that.
Why don't you just get back to whatever it is you do in CSU and let us do the investigating, eh, Des?
Actions speak louder than words. When you nick them, let me know.
We even here because we're CSU, and CSU is proactive.
Yeah, but she's saying it isn't it? She's saying it's a friend.
That's what proactive means, Des. Taking the initiative.
Taking something else, if you ask me.
Hello, I'm Jim Carver, Sun Hill. We're looking for Mary Watson. Is she in?
What do you want her for?
Who are you?
I'm a friend. Look, this is all getting blown out of proportion.
It's okay, Joe. What is it?
Well, we'd like to take a proper statement about what happened in the street.
Why?
Well, in case it happens again, and maybe we can find out who's doing this.
It won't happen again.
Well, actually, in our experience, it usually does.
You better come in.
Thank you.
Hey, don't you think that she might want to talk in private?
She might. She might not.
Des, I think Mary can decide who's present if that's all right with you. I mean, we are here for a benefit, yeah?
Yeah. Yeah. Whatever.
My phone got nicked and the bloke ran off. That's my statement.
The witness said you were punched.
I was punched, my phone got nicked and a man ran off, OK?
Do you know the man who attacked you? What's all this?
Police. About Mary.
What about her? About her being attacked this morning.
So what are you doing here? I'm just trying to help. Well, don't.
Someone else called them.
Did you identify anyone?
No.
You're all done then, aren't you? If Mary's through. Mary?
Yes.
From the face.
Here.
Right, now, go to the doctor, get it on record, come and see us tomorrow and we'll take some photos.
Photos?
Yeah, the bruising takes a day to come out.
What are them marks on your neck?
Did he try and strangle you?
He did strangle me. I thought he was going to kill me.
Well, what happened?
It was about you. He said I shouldn't be telling other people our business.
Well, then what?
I said I wasn't, and he just went off on one. He said I'm always drawing attention to myself. If it's not what I say, it's what I wear or what I do in my eyes. He just went off on one.
Where's he now?
I don't know.
Will he be coming back?
Mary? Mary, are you okay? You in there?
It's okay. It's Joe.
That's that fella from earlier. They look more than just good friends. There he is over there in the white.
Alan McIntyre?
Yeah?
Can we speak to you for a moment?
What about?
An assault.
When I finish my drink, pass it over, will you say?
They are. It's finished now.
You the hard man, eh? Don't mess with you. Ooh. So, you nicking me then?
Oh, yes. Alan McIntyre, I'm arresting you for assault. You do not have to say anything,
This is
but it
ridiculous.
But it may... Nice look, Des. Suits you. Smells good, too.
You haven't got a spare shirt to go borrow, have you, Sarge?
Me? Nah. Oh, but Ken will have a spare one. If you're into the carnival look.
She thinks I'm playing away.
Is that what you argued about today?
Today she took my phone. She took my phone because she thinks she's going to catch someone texting me. So I took it back.
In the street when you punched her?
I didn't punch her. I pushed her because she wouldn't give it back.
And when you admit hitting her?
In self-defence.
According to you, not her.
She had deep bruising round the neck. How can that be self-defence?
She comes at me and I pushed her off. And maybe I pushed her away and got her in the neck, maybe.
Then what happened?
I don't know how to explain it. It's like she's trying to provoke me. And when that happens, the best thing is to just walk away. On to me. I'm damned if I'm going to let her stop me, so I just walked downstairs. She wouldn't let go, so she got dragged along too.
And
I get to the door, and she's like hanging on to me and hanging onto the door frame. And I snapped. I gave her a backhander to get her off me.
You punched her?
No, I didn't punch her. I slapped her like that. Look, I'm not proud of myself. I love her. I do. But it's just not enough. She wants total devotion. Like she wants to own every little bit of me.
If I asked you about a man called Joe that we met in your flat, do you know what I mean?
Yeah?
Where does he fit into this?
He doesn't. He's got nothing to do with it.
But it's rubbish. It's total nonsense.
It's a common argument to say that they're the victim, not the perpetrator.
What does that mean?
Well, it means that this is the kind of thing he's likely to say should it come to court.
It's never completely one-sided, never.
No one asked you.
I know them both.
If we wanted your opinion, we'd ask for it, and we don't.
So you only want to hear what fits in with your preconceptions?
One more word out of you, and I'll lash you out.
This accusing back and forth just escalates matters.
Right, that's it. Out.
Yeah, it probably would be better.
Is this all because Alan is jealous of Joe?
What?
Well, you're living in his house.
He's a friend. I could use a friend right now.
You look more than friends to me. And if Alan's thinking like that, it would explain a lot, wouldn't it?
Des!
No. And if you don't believe me, you can ask Joe. Go on, ask him.
All right, I will.
So the only reason a woman can be in a man's house is if she's sleeping with him?
Did she?
Why don't you ask Alan what he thinks of that?
I did.
What did he say?
Didn't want to talk about it.
Because it's so far off the mark, it's a...
I need your help.
You need my help, do you now? You need it. What happened to back off, Des?
We nicked the judge.
Bully for you.
Come on, Des, please, I'm desperate. I think you might be right.
Right about what?
The governor's been sidelining me, interviewing with Brandon.
I told you.
Well, that's not the worst of it. When we arrested Sinclair, the DCI had already been round there earlier.
So what are you thinking?
I don't know. It's all too easy, isn't it? We've been spoon-fed all our information by DS Hunter, and hey, presto, we catch the judge at it.
So what do you want from me?
I want a list of everybody that you've spoken to since you've been into this. I need people that I can ask about Inverdale and Wells. Come on, Des, please, do this for me, eh? I won't even mention a shirt, how's that? I swear. That's saying something, isn't it?
Charlie Phillips. If you want to talk to Charlie Phillips.
Cheers.
Well, Mary Watson's withdrawing her complaint.
Did you say why?
She loves him.
Yeah, pretty much.
I knew it'd be like this in CSU. Crap. In this place with some money in my pockets. Hey, mate, do us a favour and put these posters up round the building, will you? Thanks. So who are the happy couple then? The domestic?
Mr. and Mrs. Wilder.
There's a time and a place, Don, and here is not the time and the place!
How could you do that?
Would you shut your mouth and you lot get on with what you're doing?
You left her to die!
Get your hands off me!
This is all your fault!
Hey, we're not open, mate.
Mike Wilder?
Yeah?
Sergeant Ackland, PC Taviner from Sun Hill. Thanks for coming in at such short notice, Sergeant Murphy.
Pleased that I can help. How is Sergeant Gilmore?
Mostly cuts and bruises.
When's he due back?
Well, he's decided to opt for a transfer. You're here on a temporary basis, aren't you?
3 months, yeah.
And you sure you can start tomorrow?
Oh, absolutely.
Right, well, I'll show you where the locker is and give you the guided tour.
Gina, you and I need to catch up as soon as possible.
Could you just give me 5 minutes?
Yeah, sure.
It's going to be a bit whistle-stop, I'm afraid.
Parking spaces and ladies' changing rooms can wait. It's hardly more important than a missing persons inquiry. I'd be happier mucking in.
That's great. Come on. Are you hurt, Don? But why don't we go and talk outside? It might be easier.
No, I don't want to talk. I just want to get out of here.
Well, it sounded pretty serious.
It was nothing.
It didn't sound like nothing. And you mentioned someone dying.
Look, why don't you stay put?
Look, you've come at a bad time.
Yeah, we realise that.
We lost our daughter recently. For some reason, Donna thinks it's my fault.
I'm sorry. How did your daughter die, Mr. Wilder?
Meningitis. She thinks if I'd spent more time with Teresa, this somehow wouldn't have happened.
Look, most hospitals offer bereavement counselling. If you want me to put you in touch with someone, if you'd like me to do that.
No, you're right.
I realise these are extremely difficult circumstances. But if you want us to take this any further, if your husband has harmed you in any way...
You being here is not helping one bit.
Yeah, all right, mate.
Please, just go.
All right. But, if you need to talk to someone in the future...
You'll find that these things do get better with time.
She's a Tom.
You what?
Donna Wilder, the woman we saw at the dog track.
Yeah, but the last conviction was 5 years ago.
Yeah, but I think our husband's beating her up. Look, he was done for GBH against a prostitute 3 years ago.
His wife doesn't want to take it any further, so that's another case closed.
That's not the way we work, Des.
Des, you sent the information on Stella Bryant's missing persons?
Yeah, they have done. We haven't heard the dicky bird yet.
Right, I want to go back to the dog track, see if Mike's got any idea where the bruises on his wife's face came from.
Right, well, I can't do that, though, because I'm on duty in the incident room on the phone.
Oh. Well, do you want to come with me? You look like you could do with some fresh air.
Yeah, someone told me that he fractured his skull.
Who's that?
Sergeant Gilmore. He got beat up at St Hugh's this morning.
Oh, that's handy, isn't it? Well, I mean, if you're going to get beaten up somewhere, that's the best place for it to happen.
We should do a collection or something, though.
There's no point, he ain't coming back.
You serious? I was just getting used to him as well.
Yeah, but look, we could still buy him something. You and Kerry are his mates, and it's not as if you're not going to see him again.
Look, I don't think we'll be keeping in touch.
I'd like to thank the public
Now, look.
for calling in. As each day passes, concerns for Joanna Sharp's safety increase.
I tell you what, mate, I don't envy your job. I didn't know what to say to Eva this morning.
Yeah, I know, I was about to tell her I was sorry, but that makes it sound like a kid's died.
It was the last positive sighting we've had of Joanna.
Is he all right?
She was in a newsagent.
There's a waiter's service in here now. Yeah, I'll have a cup of tea, 2 sugars.
You'll find the sugars on the counter, sir.
Getting harky. She's all right, though. Hey, you're putting the hours in, aren't you, love?
There's a lot of work to be done.
One of the most important jobs at the station, not getting the breakfast ready.
Happily, it's not mine.
You just on the up bevs then, are you?
No, PC Taviner. I'm not.
Hey, listen, how do you know my name?
I make a point of learning all the PC's names on my first day.
And who are you?
I'm your new sergeant, Des.
I'll tell you what, mate, there's a bit of a conspiracy going on here. We've been overrun by women.
Yeah, and I thought you fancied him, mate.
Hey, where? Soft.
Ladies.
Where are you going?
I'm off to the pub.
No one invited me.
Going by myself.
What are you doing?
Well, what does it look like? Do you fancy one?
Hey, I'll join you in a minute. I've just got to make a quick call. I was talking to her, but I didn't want to wind them up.
You did exactly the right thing. I appreciate it.
Looks like CSU's paid off after all, eh? I mean, not that this is a domestic or anything. It's just... Good luck.
Des, look about last night.
Yeah, it was a great game, wasn't it? Did you see it? Right in the top corner that went.
No, I didn't, but thanks. Jim.
Oh, June? No? How's your junior scout getting on? Has he earned his community safety badge yet?
Oh, he has actually. He's been excellent, hasn't he, Jim?
Oh, yeah, excellent.
Really? Like you did. Have you enjoyed your little holiday?
I never knew so much happened in CSU. It's really opened my eyes up.
Well, that's lovely. Sorry to spoil the little idyll, but we need you back in uniform.
Ma'am?
If that's all right with you, Sergeant Ackland.
Sure, it's all yours.
It's been a pleasure.
How are you feeling?
Tired.
Tired or hungover? Look, you having a drink doesn't change anything. We're getting married.
You all right, mate?
Yeah, I'm fine, Des. Tom.
No, you're not. It's because I called Juno last night.
Oh, you did the right thing. I can't do it, Des. I'm supposed to be the Sharp's family liaison officer, Mr. Responsible, and just look at me.
Yeah, well, do you know what they say in the AA? You know, just take one day at a time, innit?
That's not working, is it?
It's not as bad as you think, Jim. I mean, you've had a rough couple of days at work, what with the Sharp's kid going missing and everything. No one's going to blame you if you've had a drink.
I want no one except Jim Carver.
Look, him I can't help you with. You'll have to talk to him yourself. But don't be worried about it. He's not a bad fella, you know.
Hello, is that Pulcella Pizzas? Yeah, I'd like to place an order, please. Yeah, can I have one large Hawaiian?
I'll get some extra pepperoni on that.
That's extra, with extra pepperoni, yeah? And I'll have a large Four Seasons as well. Couple of garlic breads?
Yeah,
nice. Yeah, that's flat 3, 29 Stamer Road. Yeah. I'd also like some of those extra herbs, if you know what I mean. Yeah, that's right, mate, yeah. Couple of quarters be all right? Excellent. When will that be? About half an hour? Wicked. Thanks a lot.
There goes our order.
DC Drummer phoning it in, is he?
Yeah, why?
Hope you're not paying for it, Sarge.
2 search parties during the shift.
Sorry, Mama.
Sorry, urgent early call. That's okay. Anything you think is suspicious, check it out. Eva has come back to work and has been given light duties. If you hear of anything that might be related to Joanna, please keep it to yourselves. We don't need to upset her more than necessary.
Any news yet?
No, but it's been over 3 days. We still need volunteers to man the phones. That means all of you. We still don't have an ID on the little girl's body. At the moment, she's known as Angel.
And what about the press? They're still camping outside.
Leave the press to the grown-ups, Gemma.
Sierra Oscar from 149. What are you doing? I'm telling the DI she's done a bunk.
Sierra Oscar receiving.
Cancel that, Sarge. We're on to something else. What's the rush? There's an 8-year-old girl missing. That's the rush.
Excuse me, madam. I'm Des Taviner from Sunhill. You haven't seen a Michelle Richards around, have you?
You just missed her. She went out about 20 minutes ago.
Any idea where she went?
I don't know. It looked like she was cleaning out.
What?
Well, she had a load of bags with her.
What kind of bags?
A holdall, black bin liners, and a plastic check bag.
A check bag?
A laundry bag. Why, what is it? Did she pay the rent or something?
Did she have anyone with her?
No.
A little black girl, about 8 years old.
No, she was on her own.
Have you noticed anything strange recently? Any suspicious comings and goings?
What is this to do with that missing girl?
Well, actually...
thanks for your time, madam.
I hope you find her soon.
Yeah, thanks.
Still think our Miss Richards has done a bunk.
First we find her, then we find Joanna. Come on. Just watch and learn, Gary. Michelle Richards.
Yeah?
PC Des Taviner and Gary Best from Sunhill. It's nothing to worry about. We just want you to come down the station and answer a few questions.
A few questions about what?
We're investigating the disappearance of an 8-year-old girl, and the person helping us with our inquiries has mentioned your name.
What?
Anthony Sharp.
Don't know Anthony Sharp.
Well, he reckons he knows you.
Never heard of him. Look, I'm halfway through my washing.
Did you hear what I said? An 8-year-old girl has gone missing and we need your help. Are you coming down the station? She'll be back for the washing later, love.
Maybe not today, though, right?
There doesn't seem to be anybody about.
No, Ramsey and Red Main Developments. I'll take their number down in a minute.
Bit out of your league, innit?
Sorry?
A place like this set you back best part of $1 million. Already been sold. 950,000.
Mr. Ramsey?
No such luck. I'm just a hired help. Site foreman, Mitch Hall.
Oh, I'm PC Hollis. This is PC Osborne. We're from Sun Hill. We wondered if you'd been offered any ornamental masonry.
You mean knockoff?
Well, we wouldn't be here if it wasn't.
I'm sorry. This is a legit operation, everything through the books. Have a look round if you want.
We didn't ask if you'd bought any, we asked if you'd been offered any.
Nobody's offered me anything, and if they did, I'd tell them to take a hike.
Are there any other developments that you're working on?
I wish. No. Building trade's in a slump. What you see here is a sum total of Ramsey's ongoing projects.
I'll take that as a no, then.
Well, thanks, Mr. Hall.
Aye, what are you two up to? Oh, we're trying to track down some stolen masonry. You what? Well, you know, the sort of thing you put in your garden.
Joanna Sharp's still missing and they've got the crankies looking out for garden gnomes.
Do you think we want to be doing this, Gary?
Anyway, have fun.
Sierra Oscar to Sierra Oscar 171.
Yeah, 171. Go ahead, Sierra Oscar.
Report of a burglary at 15 Manley Road. Informant is a Mr. Kelly.
Received, on way. Mr. Hall, if you do hear anything, you let us know, won't you?
Of course.
You want to see us, Gov?
Yeah, I want to take Emmerdale to court to get an extension. You up for it?
Of course, sir. Happy days.
Right, I want it done with a minimum of fuss. I don't want the media involved and it turning into a circus.
Gov.
On your feet.
Come on, nonce.
PC Taviner, enough.
I said, come on. Have a nice journey, did you?
You're not going to leave me with these plant pots, are you?
We're not letting you out of our sight.
Emmerdale, I know you're in Gregory's pocket. I know you're covering for him. This is your last chance to save yourself. Right.
Come on. Get him in.
Come on.
Where are we going?
Up these stairs.
What are you doing? That's tight.
Come on. You're not worried, are you, mate?
Because I would be. Right, they're going to take you upstairs now, on your own.
What? Don't worry. I've seen you in court.
Come on.
Could you confirm your name?
Clive Inverdale.
Registration.
What's the point? It's probably nicked anyway. It's going to have to go through. Right, ladies, if you back off over there, please, where it's nice and safe. Right, Reggie, babe, kick it in.
Yeah, why can't you do it?
Because you're better at the tough stuff, aren't you?
Oh, in other words, you can't be bumming.
Will you hurry up? There's people watching. Yeah, I told you you're the man for the tough stuff.
This one's still breathing.
So's he. And him as well.
It's like something out of Marie Celeste, isn't it?
I'll tell you what, I won't be eating a pizza from there, will you?
OK, Abigail, this is PC Taviner. You can tell him what happened.
Corner man be sitting in us.
How old do you think I am?
I don't know. 15, 16?
What about you, Matt?
17, 18?
It's more like it.
Right. Well, I'll leave you to it.
Why aren't you staying?
Well, the sergeant's a very busy man. But don't worry, Abby. You'll be in very capable hands. Sheelagh?
Yeah, bingo. It's a red Punto registered to Mrs. Helen Burrows on Luxford Road. Registration S709JYY.
Mrs.?
Yeah.
Why would a Mrs. want to stalk Sonia?
I don't know, let's find out, shall we? Oh, by the way, did Kerry enjoy the new edition?
Yeah, of course she did. You know what women are like. They love that cute stuff, don't they?
Yeah.
I was walking down the street. 3 girls jumped me from behind and attacked me. That's it.
Do you know who they were?
I know who sent them. My ex-best mate.
And what's her name?
Look, if I make things official, it only makes things worse.
How do you mean?
Well, then Stephanie will know it's me who's grassed her up, and I'll be in for another beating.
So you don't want to pursue the complaint, then?
I've got a better idea.
Have you?
Stephanie deals. Not much, just enough to cover her own use. But Coke's Class A, isn't it? Well, there's a big party on tonight, yeah? So she'll be seeing a supplier to stock up.
Go on.
Well, she always meets him in this car park near school. So if you stake him out like you're on patrol, you'll catch him at it.
You really want to get this Stephanie in trouble, don't you?
Why don't we talk this over with Matt?
Oh, Matt, is he? He's only going to tell you the same thing as me.
I want to see Sergeant Boyden, please. This bloke there around 6. It's a dead cert. What have you got to lose?
Well, the relief is overstretched for one.
Oh, please, Matt. But I've stood by and said nothing long enough.
All right, we'll take a look.
Great.
You better update your mum. Des will escort you upstairs.
Okay, cheers, Matt. See you later.
She's dynamite, isn't she?
Keep your eyes off, it's the DI's.
This is not going to happen, is it?
Well, let's give it a bit longer, eh, Sarge? Abby said it was definitely going to happen.
Well, I haven't got time to waste on the wild goose chase, even if you have. Come on, let's go.
Don't you worry about Beth.
Looks like she might be right this time.
Des, you get round the back.
This is the police!
Get back! Here we are! Think about it. Get him out of here. Come on, mate. Hands up. Hurry up!
All right, so I'm arresting you for possession of drugs.
I ain't got nothing.
You can't say anything.
Hey!
I'll see you back at the station. What are you doing here?
I didn't want to miss all the fun.
Well, don't be daft, they'll see you.
Now they won't. I've been very careful.
Nice plan, you spiteful cow!
Yeah, not careful enough. Let's get in the car.
One's going to kill me.
It's not bad for a night's work.
You must take after your mother.
I don't think so.
What about your old man? Is he in the job?
I don't know who he is. My mum won't tell me.
Right.
I was hoping to study psychology at uni.
Beauty and brains.
I think so. You know, it's really lonely in the back here, Matt.
Nice one, Abby. It's like a sweet shop in there.
I aim to please.
Des, take the van back to the Nick. I'll get this one home.
Sarge.
All right, here he comes. Action man Taviner with the movable arms, rolling out his back bike.
Oh, take no notice, Des. He'll be shaking in the boots on that estate when he see you coming.
Same blue.
You know, take it easy on that bike, mate. You come off around one of those corners, you know all about it.
There he goes, electric light in blue.
You're the new beat policeman, are you?
So they say, yeah.
Right, I've got something for you. And I hope you're a bit better than that last officer, because he was a complete waste of space. This way.
Hey, hang about. Why are you going to tell me what this problem is?
You can see for yourself. Third time it's happened. And every time it takes the council at least 3 weeks to come and paint it out. Oh, it's got to be stopped. Do you hear me?
Yeah, all right, I'm listening.
Yeah, well, you've got a description, haven't you? Now, a 10 to 12-year-old dark-haired boy wearing a red puffer jacket and riding a bike. And he is the ringleader of most of the trouble that goes on around here. I'll tell you, why that last beat officer did nothing about it, I'll never know.
432 from Sierra Oscar, 7 Plassey Street, disturbance. Can you deal?
Yeah, but it's going to take me a few minutes to get there. I'm on Shipway Lane.
Sierra Oscar from 362. We're near Plassey Street. We'll take it.
Received, Luke. Informant is a neighbour. Lenny.
Des, just thought I'd stop by, see how you're getting on your first day.
Oh, like a house on fire. Well, look at the state of the place. It's like a bin, and it's twice as dirty.
Yeah, but a good clean will sort that out if that's all you're bothered about.
No, it isn't. I've had Mrs. Barlax giving me a hard time, and some fella going off his head about something that a dog's left on his doorstep, and I missed a serious shout because I was filling in some forms about poxy graffiti.
I don't think getting shot at's the kind of thing you should be aspiring to, Des.
Well, anything is better than this.
Give it a chance at least. You've only been doing it a couple of hours. Hi. Are you the new estate policeman?
Yeah, that's me, yeah.
I've, got a problem.
Excuse me. Right. Well, you got my undivided attention.
I've got nothing against the bloke personally, but it's got to stop. You know, it's just driving me mad.
You live on your own, do you?
With me boy, yeah, I'm divorced.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that.
Don't be sorry. I do all right. Apart from that.
Yeah, well, you leave that to me. Come on, empty head, open up with you. Come on, open the door. Right, that's it. He's had his warning. Now, we're going to get serious. Soul officer, if you... Oh, just forget it. Council, absolutely useless.
Listen, thanks for trying. You're a lot nicer than that last policeman we had.
Hey, love, I haven't given up yet, you know. Hang on, what are you two doing here?
Well, there's no need to ask you the same thing, is there?
Hey, I've been trying to get Fat Boy Dim in there to open up for ages.
The same bloke's made a complaint of racial harassment.
Well, I tell you what, if you can get him to open up, you're a better man than me.
Mr. Kingston, a friendly face.
Yeah.
I'm Thomas Kingston.
Hey, how come you wouldn't open the door up for me?
Hey, one at a time, eh, Des?
Can we come in, Mr. Kingston, then we can talk about your problem?
Nah, you won't be able to hear anything in here, man.
Anyway, it's real simple. I've got racist neighbours and they're hassling me. Who exactly? All of them. Everyone.
What are they doing, Mr. Kingston?
They're victimising me. They're constantly getting on at me about my music. Yeah, and my music is my culture. If you attack my music, you attack me.
Have you been abused personally, Mr. Kingston? Or threatened?
They're always threatening to get the council out on me. I've got to tell you, this is the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. How dare you? There's people out there suffering real racial abuse, Mr. Kingston. So if you can't compete with that, we'll be off. I thought you would understand. Oh, I do. This isn't about you being black. This is just petty retaliation on your part. Noise is noise. Now, if you want to stop the hassles, turn it down. Coconut. Charlie. He's all yours, Des. You're welcome to him.
You should come down the pub where I work, the Grand Duke. I'll give you a couple of free drinks.
Hey, I might take you up on that. Your next door neighbour doesn't happen to have a car, does he?
Yeah, red VW, parked on the other side of the block. Why?
I've just had a devious little thought. Anyway, look, I've got to get off now, sort a few things out. But I'll pop back later. And we'll get this thing sorted out once and for all, eh?
I don't want you getting into trouble on my account.
Don't you worry. My pleasure. What happened to you? Vagrant, vomit. Need to say any more?
Ah, the joys of life as a ward officer.
It's not as bad as you might think, actually. If you forget about the puke, the complainers and the bike, there are certain other little perks.
Oh, I did notice you getting on very well with one of your residents.
Yeah, I reckon I might be in there. What's with the long face?
No reason.
Oh, come on. It's spotted a mile off. It's woman's trouble. It's not June Ackland, is it?
No, actually. I wish it were.
So it's another woman? Someone from the Nick? You dirty old cat.
It's this woman whose daughter was killed.
What, the one you've been assigned to? For FLO? That certainly brings a new meaning to family liaison then, doesn't it? So we give her one, yeah? You have, haven't you? Nice one, mate. Didn't know you had it in you.
It's not funny, Des. It's bang out of order, apart from anything else.
Well, what's the problem? Relax. Enjoy.
I can't. It's too complicated.
Well, if that's what you both want.
I don't know what I want.
Oh.
That's insane.
I'm just going to try something next door. Hey, some kids are trashing your car out here.
What kids?
Actually, I was having it on. But now that you've opened up, I would like a word with you about your car.
What is this?
I'm just doing my job, Mr. Kingston. So if you'd like to accompany me to your vehicle...
And what if I don't want to?
Well, it just might get towed away. By accident. About to fall off, you've got worn tyres, no road tax, and I'll bet you £1 to a penny if I check your emissions, I could do you for that as well. And I've only just started.
This is harassment.
No, harassment is playing music through industrial strength speakers.
I knew it. I knew that was coming.
Listen, all you've got to do for me to get off your back is to go up there and switch that racket off now.
I have a right to play music in my own home.
Are you thick or something? I'm trying to cut you a deal here and you're just throwing it back in my face.
Thick? I got principles, man. I ain't gonna turn it.
Looks like both our problems have been solved, eh?
It's obvious. What are you waiting for?
I wouldn't touch your poxy stereo, you psycho, but I'll tell you what, I'll give a medal to whoever did.
Quiet! Just quiet down, the both of you.
And he was in on it. He created a diversion.
Are you having a laugh?
Enough! Mr. Kingston, I'll join in your flat in just a minute to listen to your grievance. Mrs. Holloway, this way. Can I have a word with my PC for a second, do you mind? What the hell's been going on?
Hey, hang on a minute. You're not taking him seriously, are you? He's already had CSU down here on a wild goose chase. Asked him.
Did she throw his stereo off the balcony?
What makes you naturally assume it was here? It could have been anyone out the block. He left the door open.
Why are you so keen to defend her?
Because I don't think she did it. And even if she did, we haven't got enough evidence to convict.
Taken a fancy to her, have you?
What kind of a question's that?
Either way, if I find out you were creating a diversion for...
I can't believe you just said that.
432-249, where are you, Des?
I'm at Atley House, what's up?
Heading your way down Luxford Road, chasing Dennis the Menace on his bike. I think we need your special expertise.
All right, I'm on my way. That is assuming, of course, I've got my sergeant's permission.
Bingo, dead end, we've got him. You little scumbag!
Hey! Come back here, you little munchkin! Where do you think you're going? Hang on!
Come here, you bullshit!
Nice one, Des.
Hey, calm down. You won't be taking the mickey out of me bike no more, will you?
Right, come on, you. What's your name?
Shove it!
Oh, charming. Let's do this the hard way. You're Nick.
Bye-bye. Hey, sit down, Etienne.
Des, what's the name of that girl you took a shine to today?
Trish Holloway. And who says I took a shine to her?
Atley House, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Well, we've just identified the Terminator there. He's got quite a record, apparently. His name's Billy Holloway. Lives at Atley House.
Looks like your new little friend is Billy's mum.
Des, what's this about Billy being arrested?
Look, get yourself in here and sit down, and we'll explain what's happened, OK?
Your son's been arrested for several offences, Mrs. Holloway, comprising theft and criminal damage. We've asked you to come down here because we need a responsible adult present before we can interview him. Although responsible adult seems rather an inappropriate term.
I beg your pardon?
It seems Billy's been getting quite a reputation for himself on the estate. The previous ward officer had dealings with him on numerous occasions.
He's a boy. They get out of control sometimes.
Apart from that, he's been playing truant from school regularly for the past year. And you don't seem to be doing anything to prevent it.
What do you want me to do? Stand outside the school gates all day to keep him in?
Well, you could start by actually ensuring he arrives at school in the first place.
Sarge, do you have to?
And what do you know about it?
I happen to have spoken to the Education Authority. They've tried repeatedly to get you to cooperate in sorting out the problem. And frankly, they've run out of patience. As far as they're concerned, the next step is a court summons.
It's up to the school to take charge of Billy during school hours. I have to go out and work, you know.
He's still your responsibility. And while your child is running riot across the estate, I think it's time something was done.
What do you mean running riot? According to who?
Lots of people, including a pregnant woman who Billy ran into on his bike this morning. She's still in hospital and could very easily have lost her baby.
Sarge, do you think we could have a word outside, please, in private?
Would you mind waiting here for a minute, please, Mrs. Holloway? What's your problem?
You are the problem. What's the idea of laying into her like that, eh? She came down here for her son's interview, not a lecture on parenthood.
Taking a keen interest in the residents on your patch, aren't you?
Look, she's living on her own. She's struggling to make ends meet, working at some grotty pub.
This is Des Taviner I'm talking to, is it? Not some exact duplicate that suddenly developed a social conscience.
Yeah, it is me. And you know what I think? I think you were letting your personal feelings interfere with your work.
What do you mean by that?
You know what I mean.
Why don't you spell it out for me?
I think you're jealous.
Don't flatter yourself. There's only one person around here who's letting their personal feelings interfere with the job, Des. So I think you should step out of Billy Holloway's interview and let someone else do it. Okay, thanks very much. Des, you're not going to like this. I've just been speaking to the council. Billy's arrest was the last straw. They want to serve a summons on Trish.
Well, suppose you encouraged them.
Billy Holloway's on a slippery slope that's going to lead him straight to prison in 5 years' time, unless somebody does something. Now, if you have a better idea how to deal with this situation, let's hear it.
Yeah. Yeah, I have got a better idea. A solution to the problem.
Let's hear it, then.
We phone up the council and get them to hold off on the summons.
Why would they do that?
Because we're going to draw up an antisocial behaviour contract with Trish. Keep Billy on a tight leash. We explain to Trish that an ABC is her last chance. She'll go for it. I mean, she doesn't want to lose the flat and she doesn't want to go to court. The contract will state that Billy has to stay out of trouble and go to school regularly. If he doesn't, the deal's off. We contact the council, they serve the summons and they lose the flat.
Just like that, Des waves a magic wand and the family live happily ever after.
Well, it's worth a try, isn't it?
And who's going to police it? Are you going to take personal responsibility to keep Billy on the straight and narrow?
All right. Yeah. Yeah, I will if I have to.
You sure you're not just doing this to impress Trish Holloway?
Well, you make up your mind. You told me you wanted me to get more involved, and that's exactly what I'm doing.
All right, we'll go for an ABC, but I just hope you haven't bitten off more than you can chew.